What is the difference between a bridge and a middle eight? First of all, I have to thank Mike Stutzman for sponsoring this post. He is a backer of my new album. The first single comes out Friday. Please click the link in my profile and go pre-save the song on Spotify or follow my artist page. Really appreciate it. So Mike is an accomplished musician, songwriter, composer, and he and I were talking, what is the difference between a bridge and a middle eight? One easy place to start is to tell you this. Every middle eight is a bridge, but not every bridge is a middle eight. So yeah, middle eight is a type of bridge. So where does the term middle eight come from? Well, a bridge is usually in the middle of the song, thereabouts somewhere anyway, and eight specifically refers to the number of measures. Middle eight is 8 measures in the middle of a song. Middle eights are often associated with jazz standards, which often have an A-A-B-A form. All the A's are verses with maybe slightly different endings, and the B part is 8 measures that is quite a bit different. But also think of Beatles songs, songs that do not have choruses. A lot of times that's what I associate the most with having middle eights. A song like A Hard Day's Night, it's been a hard day's night, and so forth. They sing through that a couple of times, then they get to the middle eight, which is different. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. When I'm home, feeling you holding me tight, tight, yeah, it's been a... That was 8 measures. Another good example might be the song, I'm looking through you, where did you go? And so forth. That has kind of a repetitive, but with some different parts verse. Then you do get to the middle 8 of the song, the why, tell me why did you not treat me right? Love has a nasty habit of disappearing overnight. Na, na, na. And then we're back into the verse again. So can you see that middle eights are pretty short? They are different from the verse, but not strongly different. They're usually used in shorter songs where you want a sense of unity with a little contrast. So a bridge in a verse chorus type song, again, just speaking generally here, is usually something that just happens once and is more of a big event. You may have verse, chorus, bridge, where it goes into a very different harmonic place with a different emotional core. Often it's a high point of the song that releases you back into the chorus again. I feel like back in the 80s and stuff, the bridge would often send you into an even bigger chorus. But these days, a lot of times what I hear is a bridge is, again, very emotionally intense, but will lead to a breakdown or a more quiet, pensive version of the chorus, which then builds up again from there. I just showed the song Fearless by Taylor Swift to one of my students the other day. It's a good example. The bridge would start somewhere after the 2-minute mark. I was trying to think of songs that had middle eights, but also verse choruses, and I went through the Beatles catalog just very quickly. You can maybe help me think of some, but Obla Di Obla Da was one that jumped out at me. You've got the verse, the Desmond has his barrow in the marketplace, and so forth. Then you have a chorus, Obla Di Bla Da, life goes on, bro. And then you do have a middle eight. In a couple of years, they have built their home, sweet home. With a couple of kids running in the yard of Desmond and Molly Jones. Not sure if I'm in the right key. The only Beatles song I could think of off the top of my head without looking hard, and again, please help me if you can think of some, that has a bridge but is also a verse chorus, and it's a bridge that just happens once, not like the short middle eight I just showed you in Obla Di Obla Da, but rather a big, different bridge that only happens once, is Here Comes the Sun. It has a chorus, of course. Here comes the sun. And then it has the verse of the song, little darling, it's been a... They kind of sound the same here, but they go on to have some different moments. Then you have a bridge which just happens once and is quite different. Sun, 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 here it comes. So there's a bit of a rambling account of the difference between a middle eight and a bridge. Again, a middle eight has to usually happen more than once in a song, only has 8 measures, so it's not as long and as big of an event as a big time bridge and a verse chorus structure. And you will absolutely find songs where you're listening and thinking, should I call this a middle eight or a bridge? And sometimes those are the coolest songs, the ones where the lines are a little blurry. Thanks everybody. Please click the link in my profile. I'm gonna go listen to some more songs.